Welcome back to the Fear the Hive 1155 podcast, episode 42. And I'm joined by my co-hosts, JJ and Steven, and I'm your host, Dom. Welcome. While Steve is fixing his curtains.
Yeah, man, these curtains, man. You ever put up window treatments and then you be like, it's too much treatment? I did that. Anyhow, what's up?
Nothing much, man. Nothing much. We've got a lot to talk about today, especially things that have very big implications come November. And, the usual married life stuff. The Olympics is coming up. We've got a little bit of tea there. And, yeah. What's been going on, JJ?
A lot of rain.
Yes.
A lot of rain.
A lot of rain here in the North Carolina area.
A lot of rain. I did some Daredevil stuff this week.
Ooh,
explain.
On not intentional. On the way home, someday this past week.
Oh Lord!
A car in front of me stopped suddenly in a torrential downfall. And me not knowing what's really going on, just casually drove around the person, and went straight into Washed Away Road. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you got to tell us the rest of the story. We know you survived, but I mean,
right?
Like, don't deprive us of the story.
No, I'm gonna make it short and sweet. Didn't see the road being washed away. But hey, I drive a nice Suburban. Nice to me, old to others, but hey, it works.
Hey, it is what it is.
You know what? The speed I was going at, which was below the speed limit. Let me say that up front. I was going. It was pouring.
It was pouring down rain. Okay, it was pouring down rain. Okay.
I don't like driving in the rain, so I was going below the speed limit as it was. Car just literally slammed on brakes. He must have very good tires because he stopped on a dime.
Even in the rain.
Even in the rain. He must have some good BF Goodrich or whatever. I do not. So
yeah,
I run around. I didn't want to rear end him. And literally the road was just being washed away. So it was one of those, do you just stop out of fear or you commit? Being the man that I am, I committed.
He committed.
You gotta. Sometimes you gotta keep going straight.
Keep going straight. Hit the water full speed at all of 25 miles an hour. Felt the front end of the truck going into the embankment, as you will.
Right. And
I figured, you know what? I have a big boy V8. Let's floor it. We're committing all the way.
All the way.
All the ponies. And they came out the stable. They definitely came out the stable.
Are you driving a 4x4?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
All-wheel drive.
Hey, ain't nothing like some all-wheel drive, man. I just got hip to the game. I'm trying to, man. Woo! Lifesaver.
It is. Costs a little more in maintenance and whatnot, but definitely worth the investment.
Yeah.
So I committed, floored it, and got through maybe about almost a quarter mile of Washed Away Road. The water definitely got a little bit over the hood. Yeah, it was deep. It was deep. Came through just fine. Drove a few feet further and I heard something dragging. So obviously I pulled aside, looked. Front bumper came off.
Hey, it could have been worse.
Hey, well, I mean, you survived, so you got to leave a deposit, right?
Yeah, I guess. So you know what? Whatever. Threw it in the back. It's a Chevy. It's a Chevy. Easy. Yeah. It's a Lego car. It's easy.
Yeah. It's a Lego car.
And I wasn't too far from the house. Maybe a mile and a half away from the house.
Okay. Yeah.
Started driving again, and I sound like an old Ford tractor. I'm like, okay. Got home, looked. The water was so strong, it literally ripped my O2 sensors out of my cats. All four.
Ooh-wee.
Wow. Now, is that something that you can put back on? You got to take that to someone. That seems like a little bit much to be trying to?
Well, you know, I'm a man of many talents, so
That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
within the hour, the O2 sensors were replaced.
Of course they were.
So you got O2 sensors just laying around in the garage. Just
Well, see, here's the thing. I have new cats to put on my truck. Regular factory catalytic converters, and I bought new O2 sensors for them also. Never really got around to it, so it's been sitting in the back of my pickup this whole time. So, like, you know what? Guess we're getting O2 sensors in today.
No time like the present, baby. No time like the present.
Look at God.
Look, you made it through a Washington Road, and you got to put your truck back together. Look at that. Look at that.
Look at God. Still trucking along.
Right.
Won't he do it? No.
But that's it. What about you guys? How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good.
I mean, you know,
no complaints here. Nothing as adventurous as that. Yeah,
not even close.
Yeah, nothing.
Not even close.
You win this week.
Yeah.
Didn't know it was competition.
Yeah, you win this week.
It's all on you. All on you. I hit that bird and I'm done for the month. I don't need no more adventures, dog. No more adventures.
He's still flapping away somewhere.
Shoot, I did put a nice hefty credit card payment down.
That's an adventure.
Yeah. Well, it's just because you ever look at your you ever pay a little bit more than the minimum, and then you're like, all right, this should be good. Then you look at it next month, and you're like, wait, that doesn't add up. like even if you account interest and whatnot, you're like, that still don't add up. Like, what's going on here? So I was like, you know what? I'm put a little extra, a little something.
A little bit more on it.
Yeah, like half the balance. I was like, no, we're gonna knock this down. You don't know who you're messing with right now.
Yeah, man. In my younger days, that minimum was my friend. In my older days, I don't mess with that minimum. I don't mess with that minimum at all. It is not my friend. It is not my friend.
Well, because you know, I got some things that I'm trying to put together on the second half of the year, and I really need this stuff to come. It's like, you know what, you got to be done away with.
Yeah.
Like, you guys can go.
Yeah. That interest tax is killing you. It's killing you.
Yeah.
It's robbing your future, baby.
Sure. Well, because I mean, the other thing is, you know, for me at this present moment in time, what I'm looking at is, for me and the wife, we've got a 13-year-old. So we've got 3 years before we got one driver. And we've come to the realization that we're going to keep both these cars. And, you know, my wife has lofty goals for a Model X, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. We can get it. But those payments got to go if you want. So that's where I was like, okay, when she said, she was like, all right, well, we can keep all the cars. I was like, cool. So let's, we need to come up with a game plan to pay all this off. So, because I mean, my Model 3 will probably go to my son. And like I say, he's 13. It's only got 55,000 miles on it. And I'm working from home. So
it'll have 80,000 miles on it when he gets it. Gucci.
Yeah, it's fine. Just fine. So yeah.
I'm sorry, what was your first car again?
My first car?
Mm-hmm.
A 1995.
19. You had to stop right there.
Right.
Black Mazda 626 with leather seats. Aftermarket. Exactly.
The 626 was the G car. What are you talking about?
I had the sunroof. I had the aftermarket stereo. The Viper security system.
Oh, Pop set you up nice.
No. My uncle was getting ready to get rid of his car because it was his car. Yeah. And basically he was just like, yeah, you know, since it's Dom's first car, y'all just pay for transportation, which was like $1,200, and that was that.
Uncle's is first of all, your transportation is $1,200 because that's what most people's first car is, $1,200, not transportation. I'm just saying. I mean, we just be real here. He said he had a 626. I was like, man, the only thing about that was either an Acura Legend or a Millennia at the time. And you was balling with leather seats. That's a touring edition. I know which one it was because I wanted it and I couldn't afford it at the time.
And it had those the seat cover with the beads on it.
This man was living in how to be a player. Living how to be a player.
And you say your son's first car is going to be a Model 3?
Yeah, because parenting wise, that is a great car. I'll know where he's at. I can limit his speed, and he's got to come home to charge it for free at least.
That man said short lease, buddy. Yeah. Short lease.
You got to come home to charge it. So good. All right.
Wow. Hey man, I feel you. Because you got to factor in that insurance payment. Because the insurance payment for the 16-year-old is a car payment. But a Model 3, I mean, hey.
They're gonna get this 99 Honda Civic and be happy with it.
Jay, hey, look. For the common folk, here's what I had those predilections as well. Cause I said, man, I'm gonna get my son a truck. And then I looked at the truck price, so I was like, nah, that ain't gonna do. It was like, I'm gonna buy myself an Infinity and I'm gonna give it to him. Then I looked at the Infinity, I was like, that's too nice. That's leather. That's all road data. You know, I was like, let me go to the auction site. Let me go to the auction site and see what $3,500 will buy me. Oh, I think I'm gonna be Gucci.
Fun fact, and we can talk about this after the podcast. I actually do have a dealer license.
Oh, Jay, we need to talk.
We sure do.
I do have a dealer license.
Jay, we need to talk. You got a dealer license, so you got access to Manheim.
Yes.
Okay, so
my son's car just got demoted.
Since we work together.
I'm sorry, nephew.
Since we have worked together, I used to work at Sonic for like, I don't know, almost 4 years. So I used to like run the Manheim auction, like buying off of the Manheim site and selling off the Manheim site. And there's a Manheim 3 miles away from my house right now. But I don't have access to it because I don't have a dealer's license and I don't have my logins before. So I was looking at it earlier today, like, man, if I had a Manheim login, I go get them a car like tomorrow because they run them every week, right? Take $3,500 down there. You know, you test drive a car, you find one that's bad now that needs like one repair or two, you good to go. Oh man, Jay, we got to talk because
Look,
Look,
the only reason why my son was getting the Model 3 is because it would be the only car just sitting out there. Like, I wasn't gonna get a car specifically for him. It's like, hey man, look, it's just out.
Hey man, so, you know, I just got a Tesla or two sitting out. Which one do you want? You don't want a Tesla? Just take one of them, right? just take one. I got to do something with them.
I'm not buying another one, so you know, you gotta do something with it.
Hey, you can always get the road glide back.
Huh?
You can always get the road glide back.
Don't tempt me. The Teslas are the only thing that's curbing that right now. So
okay.
Don't, because the new ones look real good too.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, Jace, we gonna have to have that conversation. Because I was just looking at it. Matter of fact, I was on a auction website and I saw a Maserati Ghibli. It was $3,500. It only I know, but it was $3,500, and it was running, and it only had like 65,000 miles on it. Now I was like,
it cost you $6,500 to maintain.
Well, okay, that's
Jesus.
Maseratis is a no. As a friend, I will not let you do that.
It was a pipe dream. I was thinking I keep for a couple of months and flip it, but okay, let's throw that.
What happens with dreams?
Kobe. It's done. It's done.
Blessed.
It's done. It's over. It's done. So it don't matter anyway, man. I'm getting another Charger. I ain't even playing. I was driving a Camry this over the weekend, right? I had family in town. I had 8 kids here, so we needed 2 cars. So I rented a Camry, and I was like, never again. This car does not rise to the level of experience than one would need in transportation. And because, you know, I was thinking, you know, any car will do. You know, I buy myself a little Ultima Camry, whatever, drive it until he's ready. No. I'm gonna buy him an auction car. I'm gonna get what I want, and I'm looking at this RT right now, and that's what I want. That's what I'm probably gonna get. It's all good. No big deal.
They don't give you one when you move to Texas,
right?
No.
Standard issue.
They give you a truck. They're trying to give me a truck. They want me in around 2,500, and I'm like, have you seen those payments? I don't want any parts of that. I don't want any parts of that. You know how much these trucks are?
A lot.
Yo, I was at the dealership. And dude was like, "Yeah, got 2,500. It's 14 grand off." I was like, "All right,
okay. Yeah,
so what's the sale price?" He was like 72. 72 what? No, that's how much it would have to be for me to buy it.
Yeah, it's
it's
like you do realize that's not a deal, right?
That man said 14 grand off at 72. I was like, what does this thing do? Will it take me to the moon? Will it charge itself? Does it mine its own oil? That's what I want to know.
It doesn't mine its own oil.
That's the only way. That's the only way.
So,
anyhow, all right,
dude. So some of the greatest news has come out. Sleepy Joe.
Whoa! Don't call him. Sleepy Joe.
I'm playing.
You call him Sleepy Joe?
Yo, Joe Biden has dropped out of the presidential race, and he has conceded and thrown all his support right behind his VP and presumptuous presidential nominee, or was it the Democratic nominee, Kamala Harris.
Can we call that man Joe Machiavelli? Because, I mean, as orchestrating things go, I think he pulled a fast one on us.
Possibly. And the funny thing is, when he was still in the race, things were really calm. Everybody was like, yeah, nah, not really. Not sure if we really want to do this. And then he dropped out and was like, yeah, Kamala's going to take it. All 44,000 women got on a call that night and raised, what was it, 80? Well, in 24 hours, she raised $81 million. But on that call alone, they raised $1 million. 44,000 women.
That's an accomplishment.
And then and then she's grossed $100 million over the past 48 hours. Fastest to it ever. And it sparked new life into the Democratic Party. And like all these women, men too, some of the voters that Joe just couldn't get are coming out the woodworks and throwing their support behind Kamala.
Talk to us, Steven.
Yeah, he didn't seem too super amused by that.
He's bubbling over there.
He is.
All I'm going to say at this point is, it feels like an Obama candidacy at the moment.
Yeah,
right.
It's reminiscent of 08.
Right. There is an excitement around the campaign that was not. Now I'm gonna tell you how I know. The narrative and the media relations have completely changed. CNN didn't run anything Trump today. None of the lead stories were Trump. None all day. Right. CNN or MSNBC. All of the lead stories were around the Harris campaign. Now, what that means is that the coverage going forward, if the campaign is doing what I think it's doing, until the Olympics start, which is Friday, right, is going to be around the Harris campaign. That changes the narrative, right? Mm-hmm. It's kind of hard to not vote for Trump if you're in the middle and all you hear is Trump, 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 Trump. Now all you're hearing is Harris, 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 Harris on a consistent loop, which means that people that are, let's say, low information voters, right? That's the best way I can put it. They hear that name and they're associated with it. And when they get in the booth, I guess I'll vote for her because I hear the name off. Like that's, for a lot of people, that's how voting works. Let's just be honest. Now, no, seriously.
No, it's true. It's true.
No, you're right. Hey, that's why I'm laughing.
So, but I mean, listen, man, she raised $81 million in 24 hours. Okay.
George Clooney endorsed her personally.
Yeah, George came back and endorsed her. Melinda Gates endorsed her.
Oh, Bill Gates' wife or ex-wife.
Deep pockets. Yeah,
extremely deep pockets.
So, do you know who did not endorse her though? Or has not come up publicly?
The Obamas yet.
The Obamas.
Yeah, not yet.
Oh yeah.
Which is weird.
That's a Trump card. You don't pull out a big joke. You have to till you see the little joker.
I mean, you got Pelosi, you got Schumer, you got Joaquin Jeffries, you got everybody else. You don't have to worry about that too much, really. It's the Obamas, they'll do it, and then it's going to put her over. But then also, think about this. She's an AKA. So best believe the AKA is going to turn out, which means the rest of the Divine Nine is going to turn out.
Yeah.
So it's
yeah. Not only are they going to turn out, they had a call Sunday night in which they raised $1 million. The women did, and then the men had a call last night, and in a 24-hour period, they raised $1.3 million. So the Greek organizations are turning out. Now, it needs to be said that the women are doing the organizing, and the men are just I don't know what they're doing. They're measuring their bank accounts. You know, I was talking with my mom earlier today, and I was like, we should probably just follow the women on this one because they're going to organize us into doing, you know, what we need to do as far as this is concerned, and not screw it up like I've heard some of the people on the men's call were prone to do. But the momentum is there. The media coverage is there. And as long as the eyeballs are there, the media will continue to cover it like this. And we're good, right? We're good until the Olympics. It'll be America at the Olympics. It'll be the Democratic National Convention. Unless something crazy happens, which something crazy has already happened to Trump, there's no way to shift the narrative. Like he'd have to do something. Think about it. Oh, I was talking about this earlier. The Republican National Convention, right after Trump got assassinated, right? The assassination attempt, they used all of their Trump cards over the last 30 days. All of them, right? You got the Supreme Court ruling. You got the assassination attempt. You got the RNC, and then you had the VP pick. All of those were designed to keep the narrative on them, to get people excited, right? They've used all of them. They have nothing like short of doing something dangerous and felonious. Again, they really don't have much to pull the narrative back towards them, which means we're going to be talking about Kamala Harris until the election, which is crazy to think about.
And the only thing that they have right now is, well, okay, first let me start here. I am so interested in seeing a debate between these two, but I know for the most part, they're going to be like, Mr. Trump, you cannot debate this woman. This is not like debating Joe Biden. You would be debating an actual lawyer, somebody who's actually put time in the courthouse and has put a lot of people behind bars and fought for a lot of actual things, not kind of, oh, well, I kind of did this. No. This lady, she don't play.
I think he feels like as if he's going to be debating Hillary again.
But you know what? I hope he does. And so here's the funny thing. You pushed and pushed and pushed everything you had against Joe Biden. And Joe Biden pulled his Trump card and said, you know what? I'm pulling out the race. And you thought it was a loss, but it's actually the Democratic gain. And it's like, okay, you just kept pushing until he said, all right, fine. I'll give you an opponent.
So
and now
check the house.
And now you're just sitting there like, oh crap, maybe we did too much. Because honestly, their best play would have been to push and then kind of back up and let Joe look like he's winning for a second and then keep going. Like just keep, because if you were hoping that Joe would stay in the race just for you to win, you should have just, kind of just nudged it along just a little bit instead of really pushing into it. But then the only thing that they really have against Kamala is her race. Which is really annoying because I'm like, wow, so you guys are really gonna stoop this low,
right?
Like, and you know what? As proof of that, here I'm gonna show you guys this. Here is a clip from today, and hopefully you guys can hear this.
He said he's going to hire a black female for vice president, and that he just skipped over. What about white females? What about any other group? It just, when you go down that route, you take mediocrity, and that's what they have right now as a vice president. 100%. She was a DEI hire.
He called her a DEI hire.
Wow.
Like, are you serious?
Wow.
Are you serious?
Ooh.
Like Tim Burchett, like, dude, you should not have your office at all. That is low. That is racist. I was flabbergasted that he even said that.
Did he think the camera was off?
No. No, but that's the thing. That's how upset these people are getting. This man was like, man, Biden could have picked a white female. It's like, wow. I didn't think, I mean, yes, I know racism still exists, but dude,
strongly.
Like, absolutely not. Yeah, like it is absolutely insane. I just can't. I spent way too much time.
That's
yeah.
deep.
Yeah, it is.
That's
but
deep.
Also at the same time, if that's all you have, if that's it, y'all gonna lose by a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You're definitely gonna lose by a lot.
That quote alone can cost a big chunk of the minority vote that you already are struggling to get.
My wife said presidency is now a black job. I mean, it has been since Obama is, and then Vice President Harris, she made the VP a black job too. So what do you want?
Yeah.
But you know what? They're gonna be upset if she gets elected that yes, a black woman has made it to the White House before a white woman has.
Absolutely.
They're gonna be hot.
They're gonna be upset regardless of any outcome that is not what they want.
Yeah.
Quite honestly, it's sad to see that the country is still this way in 2024.
Mm-hmm.
And you have these political people in power who are making decisions affecting our day-to-day lives and living, and this is their mentality.
Yes.
It's very scary.
But that's also because the people that are in power right now, they are so old. They come from a different generation.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
And this is why I definitely would love to push for term limits. So in that way we continuously have at least, fresher blood. Granted, Kamala is 59. So getting ready to be 60. Yeah, she's 59. And she's definitely younger than both Trump and Biden. But I mean, going forward, I think it needs to come. Like, how can you govern from Congress or the Senate from Congress if you're like 70, 80 years old? Like, you should be retired.
Look at take Mitch for example.
Yeah. Wait, is he still he's still there? Because after he had that last pause on national TV, I thought he'd been gone. That is interesting if so.
Mitch McConnell is.
He better not be. That man is 82 years old.
He is 82, yes.
You can't. Yeah, you can't have that.
Yay!
Oh, what's up, man?
Yeah, sorry, I had to go reset. Anyhow, what I missed? Old Biden and Trump.
Well, no. Well, we were talking about how Tim Burchett called Kamala a DEI hire.
Yes, he is. Mitch is still there.
Oh,
yeah, but here's Steve. Steve, I will run it back for the people who have not seen it yet.
I don't need to. You know what? I don't need to see it.
Okay.
He's from Tennessee. He's from Tennessee. That's number one. Number two, they're throwing everything against the wall to see what will stick. Number three, DEI is the new NIGGER, hard ER.
Or affirmative action.
Anyone that uses it is say what they're saying. Anyone that uses DEI hire is saying nigger. All of them. Every single one of them. And what I'm tired of doing is pussyfooting around white people. Yeah. They're trying to make it seem like they don't have racist tendencies or language when it comes to black people, especially black people that are either A, accomplished, or B, doing well. Right? Mm-hmm. You're gonna be racist, go ahead and claim it. At least I would respect you more.
It's true.
Right? Like that is what it is.
It's true.
Yeah. Sorry. I came in hot. Like I've been sitting on that all week. People, DEI high and DEI highs.
Like I've never heard DEI honestly since I moved to my new job. This is weird. Like ever since I heard that phrase the first time, I've heard it everywhere. I'm like DEI. Man, this is everywhere.
Okay, so for those who, go ahead, Steve.
No, you got it.
Now you already said diversity,
equity, and inclusion. right? It is the term that was coined to make sure that everyone, not just white men, have an opportunity to excel in government, in education, in business.
Yeah.
That was the term, right? What we're going to do, we're going to, and it wasn't even, we're going to mandate it. We're going to promote it, right? Right. There are certain groups of people, certain groups of white people that are famous for saying, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Well, when people that are not white do that, then you call them DEI hires, just like you used to call them affirmative action hires, right? Which pissed me off too, because you know what affirmative action hire? Affirmative action is not giving anybody special treatment. It just means that in a tie,
checking a box.
Yeah, that in a tie, people that are tied with white people get an extra look. That's it. It ain't even like you.
Yeah.
So what are you saying? So you saying we shouldn't be able to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps? What you're saying is if we work as hard as you, we shouldn't get the same opportunities or the same the opportunity to have an opportunity. Like
what's the saying? You to get the same job a white person gets as a black person, you have to be twice as good. Twice as qualified and 3 times as good.
I'm gonna take it a step further. Even if you are, you're gonna get a job that's gonna underpay you, right?
Right. Yeah.
Never mind the fact that whiteness in and of itself works and functions and thrives because of nepotistic, I think I just made that word up, practice, right? Like they get into Harvard because they're legacy admissions. Legacy admissions means their parents went to Harvard.
Donors.
Right? No, not just donors. Their parents went to Harvard, right? There are more legacy admissions to Harvard than there are minority admissions to Harvard. I didn't say affirmative action. I said minority. I didn't say black. I said minority, right? So how's the game supposed to be fair if a certain group of people get in just because their parents got in? Forget about the fact that we got the same grades. Anyhow.
Yeah. Well, so now with this being said, now that Kamala is the presumptive nominee for the Democratic Party, and she has to go on the campaign trail, she gave her first speech today, which was actually really good. Can she win though?
Say it with me. Swifties for Harris.
Swifties for Harris. Wait, okay, really? So, Swifties are for Harris? Oh shoot, that's bad.
Wait. No, there is a group of Swifties that are for Harris. She's collecting celebrity endorsements at the moment, right? We saw them all weekend, well, over the last 48 hours, right? And so she got permission from Beyonce to use her song, which is a tacit endorsement. She got Clooney, she's got Melinda Gates, she's got
Charlie XCX. Charlie XCX. I don't know.
I don't even know who this person is.
Me neither.
They're calling her Brat. I don't even know who this. I don't even have the bandwidth to figure out what this is.
Well,
but apparently,
I went to Urban Dictionary and looked it up, and I'm not sure if it means exactly what I think it means.
First of all, never go to Urban Dictionary.
Right.
Never go to Urban Dictionary.
I was like,
no,
I'm not sure if that's what we should be calling it, but okay.
You got to scroll right past that. Apparently, Charlie XCX has an album and a hit song that is a meme, and somebody in the Republican Party called Kamala a brat, and so they just ran with it, which kind of made her cool because now it's a meme. Right?
Yeah, she even patterned her ex was it Kamala headquarters? She patterned the color scheme from that.
Yep.
So the chartreuse and black.
You got that. If they
know what chartreuse was, honestly,
I don't even know what chartreuse is.
It's a green color.
It's a green, so they should have just said green. But she gets more celebrity endorsements. If she can get if she get Taylor Swift, she wins, right? Because what that means is that the youth white population will register to vote, and if they register to vote and actually vote, that's what's going to do it, right? We know who black women are voting for by and large, right? With some exceptions of some stragglers, we know who black men are voting for, right?
That's stragglers.
Well, I mean, black women go vote for Kamala probably 93%, right? Black men probably about 85%. That's why I say stragglers.
Well, but the men that are married to black women, you can just count them a vote for Kamala. Just
not necessarily.
Man, you don't go in the booth.
Households.
You don't go in the booth with your spouse. And I've seen and heard of stranger things of people going in the booth and then deciding that they're not going to vote for the same person their spouse votes for.
Yeah.
So I don't put nothing.
If that black man wants to continue to have peace in his house,
how's she gonna know? How's she gonna know, boss? How's she gonna know?
You're married to a black woman, right?
If he is willing to vote against or not vote for someone that his wife is voting for, then he's willing to lie to her about it.
Which means he could be lying to you about something else. I don't know.
Can we move on? Because we're in the black man lie territory. I don't like that narrative or trope.
I think we kind of touched on the marriage segment there for a second.
Yeah, first
off, black men don't lie. Okay, we don't lie. Moving on. What else we got?
Was that a double entendre? Definitely moving on. I don't even know how to address that. But yeah, no, she's got a shot, right? She's got a shot. She can get white women to vote for her in the ways that they didn't vote for Hillary. She's got a shot. She really does have a shot.
She does.
So, she's younger.
She's younger. She's more likable. Nobody liked Hillary. No white women liked Hillary. None of them.
Still trying to figure out where she kept those emails.
On the same kind of server that everybody kept the emails. See, that's how you know white women didn't like her. We're talking about freaking emails. You know.
Where are those emails, Hillary? I don't know.
Hey, ain't nobody got no emails now that Microsoft didn't.
You know why? Because they got rid of their DEI team.
Okay, so the joke on the internet is that the ancestors brought Microsoft down because they got rid of their DEI team.
No comment.
They were not happy about that. They was like, "Oh, for real? Okay."
That's what.
Bro, I woke up Monday morning like, "Yep, I ain't got to go to work."
No, that was Friday. That was Friday.
It was Friday. Well, it's Friday morning. I was like, I guess I don't have to. I did.
You guys were affected.
Mm-hmm.
We had like 20 servers that were using CrowdStrike, and like out of those 20, like maybe 15 of them had the bad patch. It really wasn't. Wasn't a big deal.
I woke up and I was like, I ain't got to log in. I went to my computer, I hit the button. It was like, you better log in. I was like, all right, click.
We weren't affected at all.
Yeah.
You're Cisco, so I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, like our server, I think my company, they were kind of getting rid of CrowdStrike anyway, and it was just like really old legacy servers. So it was it was interesting though.
It is interesting.
I didn't think we were affected either.
Hey Jason, your boys at Southwest, we run Microsoft 3.1, so we're gonna keep flying. We don't have any problems.
We'll take your customers. We'll take.
Yeah, I mean, we're not secure, but we're gonna be in the air.
I'm still Delta to the heart.
Hey, you saw they canceled 400 flights this morning.
That's crazy.
RDU is still in shambles.
That's crazy.
I was talking with my wife. I was like, so what if I check the bag on Friday? Like, am I ever gonna see my clothes again?
But that's also that's also the reason. That's also the reason why I drop air tags in all my luggage whenever I go flying.
Yeah, you got to these days, yo. I've seen so many articles of people running on people that stole their luggage. Yeah,
and I don't just drop it in there. I put it somewhere like secret, so in that way, if something like that did happen, it's like, yeah, this is in your suitcase. It's like, dude, the air tag says otherwise. Like, come on.
There's a downside to air tags, though.
Which is what?
As if you have an Apple device, it's going to tell you, hey, there's an air tag.
Only if it hasn't checked in with its owner within 12 hours.
12 hours is a big window, though.
Yeah, you're right. But I mean, I'll put it like this: the times that I've done it, my bags have not gone before me as of yet. Since I've been using air tags.
Yeah.
But and because when I get on the plane, or even right before I get on the plane, I always check. I'm like, all right, yep, I'll show the wife. I'm like, my bag, at least my bag is on this flight.
I actually recommend Tile.
Tile. Well, but even now, like it's more, and that's why I think Apple got into the game. It's way more Apple because for Tile you have to have the app and you have to kind of have it running every so often. With an iPhone, it's always run. There's so many iPhones and it's always running. So that because I went. You're right. I went with Tile for a while, and then when I should be a poet. I didn't even know it.
I see what you did there.
That's twice. You got one more time. It's
gonna be a short podcast.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I had Tile for a little bit, and then when Apple came out with it, I was like, yeah, it's native. Why not?
Project 2025.
Hey, you want to retire at 70?
No, hopefully I want to retire before that.
50.
All right.
Hey, well then you don't want to vote for the Republicans. They want to make the retirement age 70. So that's our Project 2025 recap right there. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. Well, and you know what's crazy?
That's all you need to know.
When it was Biden versus Trump, it really wasn't a lot of interesting, it really wasn't rejuvenating for the Democratic Party. And I think a lot of people was like, man, at this point, I'm just vote for Trump just to do it. But now you have somebody competent, somebody that's, energizing and revitalizing this race. It really says, you know what? Maybe we actually have a shot to take this guy down. And because honestly, I don't even want to see what a second Biden term like. And also, JD Vance, for a hot second, I slightly respected him until he started talking.
Respected him? Why?
Somebody younger, somebody who I listened to his backstory and I was like, okay, it's not horrible. Like, I'm an independent, so I don't really, I don't subscribe to the two-party system. I hate the two-party system, but unfortunately, it's what we got. And I really wasn't kind of on board for a Trump Biden race. I really wouldn't. I was just like, man, I can't. But yeah, like I said, once he started speaking and I started listening to him, like, why do politicians do this whole thing where, oh, well, this person is uneducated. She just can't do the job. She just sucks. I'm like, what? Like, and then the other side does like this. It's annoying.
They have to discredit their opponent.
Well, okay, so
but they do it like children.
Either you talk issues, or you talk your opponent, right? Mm-hmm. The problem with the Republican Party is they can't talk issues because every poll that has ever been created to determine whether or not the Republicans, and I'm talking about their voters, identify with Republican issues, say that they don't. Right? Republicans, by and large, they want to reduce taxes because they want to reduce the size of the federal government, because they want to reduce the amount that the government gives to people. Right? Correct. And when people that live in Tennessee and Alabama and Mississippi and North Carolina and West Virginia and Kentucky, they hear about that, they go, yeah, let's reduce the size of the federal government, until you actually start talking about the issues and you hear Republicans say, well, we want to take free lunch out of school. Wait. What? Oh, we want to reduce your food stamps. Wait. What? Oh, we want to reduce your corn subsidies or your milk subsidies and they go, wait a minute, that's my family's had this farm for forever. We've always got this money from the government, or we've always had the ability to get loans. Well, right. The Republicans are going to want to take that away. Well, we don't want that. So they can't talk about the issues, at least not where they stand on the issues.
It's just
but
so
they can.
Juvenile, though.
Well, when you can't have an intelligent, well, first of all, when you don't have an electorate that understands anything, then you don't have to talk about the issues. But also, when you can't talk about the issues, what is there? What else is there to say other than she's a DI hire?
Right.
You can't say she's not pretty.
Show can.
You know what I mean? You can't say she doesn't have rhythm.
Show can. She did go to Howard, so.
I mean, she does have a few rhythm issues, but we grandfather her in. All I'm saying is, when you can't run on the issues, you gotta, you have to do something to stoke people's emotion, right? This is not an intellectual conversation. This is how people feel.
And I think that's my problem with it, because it's not intellectual. It's like, she's a woman.
It's right. That's like, right. That's what they're doing.
Like, get on somewhere. Like, how juvenile can you be? And especially for JD Vance, because his wife is definitely she's Indian.
She's Indian. She's Indian.
Like, yeah. What are you talking about?
She's full on brown. So, not only that, JD Vance, that's not even his real name. Let's start there. And he went to Harvard. He's never really a hillbilly. Let's go there, right? He tries to pass himself off as a regular guy, like a guy from Appalachia. He's none of those things. No. He is none of those. If that's what you thought of him, then not only have you been lied to, but he's helped perpetuate the lie.
Oh, absolutely.
The man drinks Junior. The man drinks Diet Mountain Dew.
How about he drinks LaCroix, White Claw.
What person from any Appalachian state, county,
drinks
city?
Diet Mountain Dew.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, it's either full dew or no dew. Like
I'm saying, like
you do or you don't.
At least that's it. See, I told you. I told you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna send something to your house. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send something to your house.
I
you doing that thing again. You're doing that thing again.
I wouldn't even try.
I'm like, at least respect the whiteness of it all. Like my white friends that are country hicks, if you will, they would call themselves hicks. They don't drink Diet Mountain Dew. You want to know why? Well, I'm not gonna say what they would say, but they don't drink that. That's not a thing. It's not a thing. Come on.
Right.
They wouldn't hang out with that guy.
Yeah, you know? and then he's just being a parrot for Trump and just it's just have your own opinion. Like, like are you really gonna be a yes man?
Yes, he is.
It could be why he was selected.
Horrible.
He was selected because they needed two white men to go up against a white man and an old white man and a black woman.
Right. That was their strategy at first.
Yeah, and to make Biden look old, they got a young white man and a crazy white man, and they just gonna yap it off together. Yeah. Here's the thing, though. JD Vance is completely a yes man. They got this man on text messages calling Trump Hitler. So we know he don't like Trump. He don't really mess with Trump. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
he's advancing his career.
Like most Republicans, he likes power. Yeah. And he doesn't care about the people that vote for him. He cares about himself. So what does he do? He pledges himself to Hitler. And now you got to do what Hitler wants you to do. That's what it is. Anyhow.
It's a bad way to go.
Let me ask you guys this. Between the two political parties that we have to choose from, the two candidates, what do you think they're going to do about taxes? Because we're kind of in debt right now. Funding.
They need to raise taxes. I'm sorry, I hate it, but that's.
Well, I think if you can, economically speaking, I think if you can raise taxes for the people that don't pay taxes at all because of their loopholes and their net worth, you can make it up. And and what's crazy is, yes, I get it. You want to try and keep as much money as you want, but at the same time, when you're like Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, like your money is, you have so much money that even if you do pay the taxes, it's really not going to hurt you.
But okay, so is their money considered physical assets, liquid money, liquid cash?
That's probably
net worth.
Yeah, that's probably why. Well, because it's all tied up in stock for the most part.
Well, okay, so here's the grift. Here's the grift of the rich. It's tied up in stock and it's tied up in collateral that's tied to debt, right? The rich people are rich because they don't do it. Yeah, they don't pay capital gains taxes. That's why they're rich that way, right? And there has not been a way to pay capital gains. Like capital gains has not been a thing since Clinton was president. Like Bush came in and he started destroying capital gains taxes. And now if I remember correctly, it's no longer a thing, right? Like it's like 5% or something like that. And there's so many loopholes that if you do it right, you never really have to pay it, like carried interest, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Taxes need to go up. That's just it.
But I mean, with the middle class though, it's like we're paying our taxes because with the IRS, who do they have left to get? It's the middle class.
Oh yeah, no, we're paying more than our
which means we're holding it up, which means they have to figure out some sort of system to where, like, I understand one of the things that they want to do is make the like the Democrats want to do is make the child tax credit a refundable thing, but just continuous, like a permanent continuous thing. And it's to help. But it's like, well, that only assumes that you can get, the high, the people that make more to pay their fair share, because if not, that's going to fall back on us anyway.
Absolutely,
that is correct.
So it's like,
I mean,
you got you got to make sure that you take, when you swing the axe, make sure you hit the wood.
Man,
call me butter because I'm on a roll.
He on it tonight.
Boy, after this podcast, I'm gonna get all of it. He's full of energy. He's got to let it out. No, okay. In my personal opinion, we have to build. Well, first of all, we got to have a middle class. There has to be a middle class. The very last time that there was a middle class, it was because America made something, right? Mm-hmm. We made trucks, cars, weapons of war, right? We built the country. That's how we got the middle class. Yep. That's how it happened. But we did that because the government was spending money to do these things, public works projects. They were subsidizing automobiles and airplanes, all that good stuff. And so all the people that claim to be middle class people that pulled themselves up by their bootstraps, they were really government jobs. Let's just be honest, government subsidized jobs. That's why I get so mad when people say stupid stuff like that. But the only way to do that is for taxes to be sky high. If you have no frame of reference for the fact that taxes were like, I don't know, up until like the 70s, if you made over like $2 million, you were paying literally 65% of taxes. Well, maybe not 65. This is like close to 65% of taxes. Then you don't understand how that happened. But that's why. That's why we have middle class, because the rich people were paying a bunch of taxes, and we were using it to create jobs and build roads and bridges. And the people that were building those roads and bridges were getting paid a whole lot of money to do that, and they could live, and everybody was happy, and the rich people were still rich. Right. Rich people don't want to pay their fair share. They don't want the government to be big, and they've convinced poor people that the government shouldn't be big, so poor people can't get these jobs. Like the fact that that unions just saw a resurgence over the last 10, 15 years lets you know how bad it is. Like, let me try it another way. So if you work for AT&T, right? Almost any job with AT&T, you're gonna get paid like $30 an hour, right? AT&T is a union company. There are some jobs that are not, but by and large, you're gonna get paid like $30 an hour, right? And people go, well, how can you make that much money working for AT&T? Well, because that's a union job. Right? It's a union job, and they fight to make sure that everybody gets paid a whole lot of money. You work for UPS. UPS drivers make like $30 an hour starting out. If you've been with UPS for like 10, 15 years, you make like $55, $60 an hour driving a UPS truck, brown, right? That's a union gig. But those union gigs happened when unions were popularized before rich people started busting unions, right? If we get back to that, then we can do the things that we need to do. We can fund mental health initiatives. We can rebuild roads and bridges. We can invest in schools. Like, we can fund research that will make America richer. Again. Thank you. Man, I'm gonna turn you harder than you. That's what I'm gonna do. The Olympics are coming up, and I watched the documentary enough to know what it looks like. So what I'm gonna do is I'm joking. But if we could do it, if we can do that, then over the next 15 years, we can cut into that $8 trillion debt that got ran up recently by some Cheeto-faced braggart.
Well, of course, the other issue is, the president, and a lot of people are going to infer about this, but when you have the fact that the presidency lasts only 4 years, and as soon as you come in as president, you're already inheriting the stuff from the president before you. You try to enact as much as you can, but you never really see it until like the second half of your second term. So it's like the needle, it's like you come in, you finally move it this way, but then the other person moves it back this way. Yeah. And it's just like they're never in office long enough to actually get some of this stuff to really make an actual effect on things. The only thing that's really truly effective is the stock market. And that just means rich people just making money. But but everything else, you're not really seeing the fruits of it for the most part. Like you do have a lot of things that you do see, but overall, does it actually strengthen or build better wealth in America? No.
Well, okay, let's say not in real time, right?
Right.
So what an uninformed electorate doesn't understand that you're voting for now, but you're also voting for later. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your vote now determines what life in America is going to look like 5 to 7 years from now. Because everything that happens, all the legislation that happens for the candidate that you vote for in this election cycle, in this year, for the Congress that you put into the House and to the Senate, are going to enact legislation that will start hitting your physical reality in 5 to 7 years, right? Here's an example. The fact that everybody in America can go to a marketplace and they can shop against insurance companies for the best insurance plan, that happened during Obama's first term, like his first term, right? We are just now, almost 12 years later, being able, like, it's a reality. Like, you can go and you get insurance from anywhere, and they have to, you're shopping for insurance. That's not a thing that was available before, right? And so when we think about it now, like, how do you want life to be in 2030? Well, that's what you're voting for now. And if you get it wrong, like we're seeing with Trump and this hyperinflation that we're experiencing, well, it's not even hyperinflation, it's just inflation that we're experiencing now, like, you really have to consider it that way, because if not, it's not an informed choice. You know what I mean? Like, you can't, half of the stuff that Trump did, we're just feeling the effects of it now.
That's true.
Right? The border crisis, the inflation thing. Now, some of the things that he did that I wasn't particularly in favor of, but were good, kind of like opening, like the baby drill that he did. He did that. We're feeling the benefits of it now, in natural gas being lower, in gas prices being lower. Now, keep in mind, Biden did go, okay, you want to drill? Let's drill. He did the same thing. He made us almost energy independent. But it also means that we can militarily and strategically not have to bow down to our oil providers and suppliers overseas. Like,
and that's dirty oil. That's crazy thing.
It's all dirty oil.
It's true. But I mean, but the way that we harvest the oil over here is a lot cleaner, as far as the manner that we do to collect it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It's just, how do you know? You drive electric.
Shut up.
You don't even buy gas. What are you talking about?
But still, I feel for you guys.
Wait. I'm about to hit Dominique with the politician's question. So, Dominique, how much is a gallon of gas?
Like $3.30.
Actually, you're probably right. In North Carolina, it's probably $3.30.
It's about
for regular.
Where?
For regular.
Here in Charlotte.
How much is a gallon of gas where you are, Jason?
$3.50 something.
For regular?
Yeah.
I paid $3.30 for premium.
Well, I mean, you're literally right next to it, where they're mining the oil.
I'm living in an oil field, so yeah, it's cheaper. We don't have to transport. Yeah. But yeah,
Jesus.
Yes, $3. No, I'm sorry. I filled up on Friday or Saturday, one of those 2 days, and it was $1.38 to fill up.
Wait a minute. I was about to say, wait a minute. Let's not speed past it. That man said I filled up. You know how much adulting you got to do to fill up a Suburban?
That's a rich man you're talking to right here. Don't play on Jason. Jason comes out, he's like, look, I fill my gas tank up, sir.
Because you never know what will happen.
You're right.
Never know what will happen.
Well, look, my reasoning for going electric, right, was because I was in Apex. I was in Apex, North Carolina.
Try to say it like we're gonna bypass the fact that you had it, like you just had it to fill up on. It's okay. Sorry. Just do
you got to factor into the budget.
Look, I was in Apex, North Carolina for work, and after I got off work, it was a shortage. I was already staying the night there, which was fine. But the issue was there wasn't any gas. Like when I first rolled into Apex, it was cool. Mm-hmm. Everybody was good. By the end of the day, they was like, yeah, there's no gas anywhere. I was like, how's that even possible? And something told me to fill up before I went into work. So I had to get up the next day at like 4 a.m. and drive around Apex and it's like Raleigh or Cary, that area, until I found a gas station. And when I found that gas station, it was a long line, took like an hour and a half 2 hours to get to the pump. And even at that, the pump was like trickling. And I was driving my mother-in-law's Chevy Trax because it was, energy. I mean, well, not energy efficient, but it was gas efficient. So I was like, yeah, it's not going to cost me a lot to get home. Dude, I pumped gas for at least 30 minutes in order just to get enough to get out of there. And during that time, I sat there and I was just like, I saw so many electric vehicles just pass by, and I was like, dang it. And I called the wife. I said, I'm done. This is it. I can't do it anymore.
That's what made you go electric.
Yep. Because the other time, yes, it was an inconvenience. It was a major inconvenience, and plus, I had already been doing my research and was kind of leaning that way anyway. So I was just like, you know what?
So it was an excuse. It was an excuse.
No, it pushed me over the edge.
Okay, let me ask you this: how many times have you driven around and been put in that situation where gas is not available to you, readily available?
So that one time, which was 3.5 years ago, and then one time before that when I was in college.
Okay, so twice.
Yeah. So the last, I don't know, 15 years, twice. Okay, all right.
Okay. How many times have you rolled through and there's been a complete blackout? I'm willing to bet more than twice.
Over the last 15 years.
Blackout, like as in like power blackout?
Yes, Dom. That's what
like
blackout
in my area, or
he's equivocating. So I think we know what the answer is.
Exactly.
Nope.
Hey Dominic, how's that Tesla tattoo you get? You fixed that one yet?
Yeah, it's on my lower back.
It's on your That's exactly where it should be. That's exactly where it should be. Oh my gosh.
It's got Elon's face right next to it too.
You know what? That's a visual I did not need. That's a visual I did not need.
Wow.
Okay. I mean, of Elon's face, to be honest with you. So yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on. Hey, yeah, because that was really weird. That was really, really weird. Hey, man. Hey, Sea Smoke was like, yo, check me out.
Dude. He fried that dude.
Little light brunch.
He fried your boy up. First, hey. You know where it turned? When your dude was like, I did it. Sea Smoke was like,
you did what?
You did what? Nah, son. Okay, I was cool. Get off me, man.
This was like,
he didn't get on.
He's like, yeah, I was cool if you said that.
Yeah, no. And then he was like,
yeah. But it goes back to what Viserys was saying. It's only an illusion that they control the dragons.
Yeah, this is true. Because clearly he went and found the blackest man he could find and was like, hey, homie, we doing this.
But it is the sea snake's son, though.
Huh?
The blood of old Valyria.
Yep.
There are a lot of people that he could have chose. He chose the black. That dude got dreads.
Well, the only reason why he didn't choose the other one. Well, I don't know why he didn't choose the other one, but the other one shaved his hair. So I mean,
Okay, you think dragons run around looking for hair?
That one did.
No, it's the colorblind.
That one did. It was like the only dude in this entire series with dreads. Come on, let's go.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm glad he did because it keeps it interesting.
Yeah, he was feeling insignificant because he was like, because I couldn't tell whether or not if Lord Corlys was actually his father. I knew that he was definitely the other dude's father. Yeah. But him too, it's like, okay, he was feeling insignificant, didn't feel like, he had a place or whatnot. So now he's going to become important for a few episodes.
Well, they showed him too many times for him to be completely insignificant. Like I was watching it going, okay, so how they're showing him because they need for us to have a reference of who he is when something big happens. I just didn't know it was going to be that. Like that was not on my bingo board.
Well, like honestly, I thought that Lord Corlys, Laenor was going to come back.
Yeah, and you know what that means? That means Laenor is dead.
Yeah,
that means he's dead.
Yeah, and which is crazy because it's like, how would Sea Smoke know that?
The bond, the magical bond. Come on, you know what it is.
Oh, like in Avatar. The Zahelu.
First of all, I only watched the first Avatar, so if it happened in the second Avatar, I don't know. I'm sorry.
It was the first. The little ponytails where they connect with like it's like their USB plug where they just plug into.
I'd rather not talk about that. I'd rather not talk about that. That's all kinds of problematic. Okay. I was watching it the first time going, you putting your what in where? James Cameron, can we have a conversation about this?
My kids are watching.
Thank you.
Oh,
yeah. But yeah, no, that was dope. Your girl sending the food was dope too.
Yeah.
That was very strategic.
Yeah. That was a big middle finger to the one-eyed man. I shouldn't.
Wow. Which one? Seem like both have one eyes now.
That's true.
One for Jason. One for Jason. One for Jason.
Yeah, Mr. Rice Krispie. He's
God, this is help. Did you take something this morning?
Oh, man.
Called it Rice Krispie.
No, man, I'm good.
Is it ice cream?
Is it ice cream? Should I have ice cream? I might have ice cream.
Out the corner of my eye, I saw something flicker on my countertop, and I was like, I know that flicker from anywhere.
That's horrible.
Anyhow, I was happy with the episode at the ending of the episode, at least. Because
I think Allison, she's going to help Rhaenyra in some way, shape, or form coming.
Well, I mean,
yeah, I think she's going to.
Might as well. All the men kicked you out. I mean, come on.
I don't think so.
Poor decisions. Okay. Presumed Innocent on Apple TV. When I tell you Presumed Innocent on Apple TV is binge worthy.
Does it have superheroes in it?
No.
That was the first thing that pops up on Apple TV.
When I tell you Presumed Innocent is binge worthy, me and my wife, we sat down to watch it one night. I fell asleep. I fell asleep halfway through the first episode. What she was supposed to do is watch the first episode and then wake me up so we could go to sleep and then we could watch it later. I woke up 5 hours later and she was still watching it and I was livid. I was like, so you just kept watching? She was like, but my God. I was like, yo, I mean, like, how you gonna do me like that? She was like, my God. And then she made me watch the first episode and I was like, you're forgiven. I understand. I understand. Because we watched the first episode and then we watched the other 4 right after it. Like back to back to back to back.
So it's a must see.
Hey man, all I'm saying is Apple TV. Okay, can we talk about this? How come Apple TV has so many good shows that most people have no idea exist? Right?
Because most people don't actually buy,
Well, you get an iPhone, you get Apple TV for free for a year. So I don't get it. I don't get it.
But here's the thing: how many people actually sit and binge watch something like the shows like that in order for them to say? Because I mean, if you buy a new Apple product and you have 3 months, that means you have to run through everything, or either that, or you have to continue buying Apple products.
But you get a year. You get a year though, so it's not like you got like 2 weeks. If you use Afterpay, you get Apple TV like free for 3 months. Like it's there, but nobody knows. Like there's so many shows. You got Severance, you got Ted Lasso, you got Morning Show, you got like there are it's like literally 20 shows.
For All Mankind, that's my show though.
Yeah, For All Mankind, you got Loot. Like you got the one with the therapist is good too with Harrison Ford in it.
Can I be honest for a second?
Say again?
I've never watched anything on my Apple TV.
Jason, if you like good television, just real, okay. So you know how HBO had this up until recently, they had this reputation for just doing good TV shows because everything that they put out was really, really good. Like they had that run. They had Odds, they had The Wire, then they had like True Blood. They had all these really good TV shows. Now all of them might not have been for you, but they were all really good enough for you to watch, even if it wasn't your genre.
Right.
Apple TV is like that. It is like that.
Okay.
Like if you want quick stuff, right? You can watch like Ted. If you want funny stuff, you watch like Ted Lasso. If you want slow burn stuff, or Ted Lasso, or if you want quick stuff, you can watch C. If you want stuff that's slow burn, you can watch For All Mankind or Severance. If you want gossipy stuff, you can watch The Morning Show. If you want introspective stuff, you can watch. I had it on top of my head. Like
this is probably like the second or third time I've actually clicked on this app on my phone.
I'm telling you, for a while, that's all I watched because the shows are so dope. Like,
yeah, they threw some major money behind that.
They were spending $20 billion a year. If you like comedy, one of my favorite shows of all time is Ted Lasso. It is comedic, it is introspective, it is heartwarming, it is gut wrenching, all at the same time, right? If you like gossipy stuff, like The Morning Show is nuts. Jason Momoa came out with C. Now the last 2 seasons, but the first 3 seasons, I'm trying to tell you.
You said Ted Lasso?
Ted, if you want to laugh, Ted Lasso. If you want to laugh, you want to be made feel good, Ted Lasso is a show. Hold on, I'm gonna give you this other one too. I'm trying to tell people, they're like, they ain't got no shows. Like there's nothing on TV to watch. No.
It's like stop listening to Netflix. Go watch some good TV.
That's what I'm saying. Like I heard Masters of the Air was good.
I don't watch TV that much. That's the way I was raised. We didn't really grow up with TV that much in the household. So as an adult now, I will find 1 or 2 occasional shows that I like and just binge it. For example, right now I'm watching Godfather of Harlem.
Godfather of Harlem is good. Yeah.
Bumpy Johnson.
Yeah. Bumpy Johnson. Yes. I'm into those kind of shows.
So have you watched? You've seen Power, so yeah, you get.
No, I have not seen Power. Well, the first one.
No, I
haven't gone down the whole rabbit hole of how many books is it now? 10?
4.
Oh, 4. Okay. Well, 4. Figured it might be like 10 Commandments. But yeah.
Well, sir,
it's going to end up being that way.
My Plex server.
I have it on my list to eventually get around to watching. It's just, again, I'm not that heavy on TV that much.
Well, like I said, I've just given you access to my Plex server. Enjoy, sir.
I appreciate it. I'm more into music. I like music.
Well, I'll put it like this.
That's fair.
One of the things that I appreciate about Apple TV shows is they know that there's a subset of people that don't watch a lot of TV. And that when they want to watch something, they want to binge it, and they indulge you. I will tell you this: if you start watching the Apple TV show and you don't want to binge it, stop it halfway through. Because if you make it to the end of the episode, you're going to watch the next episode. And that's with almost everyone. I'm telling you. I
got a question, Jason.
Yes.
Have you ever seen Sons of Anarchy?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Have you ever seen Mayans, MC?
I have not finished I saw the first 2 seasons.
Okay. I'm just gauging. I'm just trying to see what all you've missed so far.
Look, so you know how Sons of Anarchy at the end of the first episode, you like, oh my God?
Yeah.
Apple does that every episode.
Oh wow. Okay. That's saying a lot.
Oh, what's that? What's that
every single
other
episode.
one? Silo was a decent one.
I watched Silo was decent too. Yeah.
Sci-fi.
Silo was decent too.
Yeah, I'm a sci-fi person, so anything that with that kind of genre, with that kind of cachet, I'm with it. I'm like, all right, cool. I do like For All Mankind. Talk about a slow burn, but man, do they keep you entertained the entire time? Like, I started watching it because my old manager was like, yeah, I watched For All Mankind. It's really good, blah, blah, whatever. And it was like 3 episodes in. I was like, you know what? I got to keep going. And then like by the time I got caught up, I was like, I'm a major fan.
Yeah, it's a slow and long burn because them episodes be long as crap.
But it does pay off once you get to like season 2. Oh yeah, no, every episode it starts hitting.
Yeah, but you just it doesn't even matter. Like, pick one and watch it. And like I said, at the end of you know what? This weekend, I'm starting Dark Matter.
I heard Dark Matter is really good
because that's supposed to be dope too. Yeah. People are talking about Dark Matter like and it looks like it's dope. Dude, I watched Hijack over a weekend. Did I tell you that?
Who?
Hijack. It's another Apple show. Okay. I started. I got to the end, and I was like, "Well, I gotta keep going now."
I don't wind up on the NASA.gov site looking at dark matter and dark energy.
I figure I'm going to be there. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. I need you to understand that I'm okay with it.
I did watch Supacell.
How was the ending of that? Because I got 2 episodes.
What'd you think? Okay, first off, the ending makes you want to scream at the TV because that girl should have. She should. This is what happens when women don't listen to their men. And you just like, you idiot.
I want to make it perfectly clear. He does not speak for all of us. Dom does not speak for all of us when he said.
But come on, you thought it though. You were like, I don't know why she's even still there. Like, what? She should.
I don't even know what he's saying right now.
Yes, he does.
That man said, "I am not. Look. You're not messing my stuff up. You're not messing this up."
I will say this as a person that does not watch TV that much. I finished this whole thing in 2 days.
I bet you had to turn on subtitles, didn't you? Well, maybe not.
Who watches TV without subtitles?
No, because even for me, what's up?
Why?
I'm watching a movie, not reading a book.
Well, no. Well, okay. For me, yes, I do understand for the most part what they're saying because it's not too different from patois. But their slang, I had to watch it with the subtitles because I was like, oh, okay, that's what you're saying. Because
really?
Yeah, it's now I could pick out like the ones that the English actors that have like Jamaican roots or Caribbean roots. I can pick that out because you can hear that. You're like, okay, you're not actually English. But like their slang is totally, it's weird.
It's not that far off actually. For me.
It's weird.
I honestly just feel like I was listening to my family talk. So. I'm not being totally honest. I mean,
yeah.
Remember, outside of you were listening to me speaking to my daughters before we got on here, and clearly I code switch.
Yeah.
So it's no subtitles for me.
I had subtitles.
It's not about subtitles is not about hearing the people. It's about like. You know how much information you don't get when you don't have subtitles on? I'm starting to understand that a little bit, yeah. I feel old.
My wife watches everything with subtitles.
Dude, there's so much information that you miss just because you don't like.
Then it ends up you reading the subtitle as opposed to watching the movie.
Read fast. You better read fast.
No, my wife says the same thing about me, but most of the time it's because if I got I don't know, my wife either has super sensitive hearing or like she just doesn't like loud things, but it's like watching a movie at night. She's like, yeah, turn that down. I'm like, it's not really that loud. So I turn the subtitles on because I'm like, I'm just going to read it, fine, whatever. Or I'm watching something and the kids are just like completely going bananas. And I've already yelled at them like a bunch of times. And my wife's like, well, they're kids. And, he's just like, okay, well, I'm just going to turn on the subtitles.
They're cute. Look, man. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you. I was thinking the same thing. Their kids, they can be quiet, but that's neither here nor there. They're so when they put the subtitles on the screen, anybody that's saying anything that's in the script or that was ad-libbed is in the subtitle. Most importantly, stuff that's being said that you can't readily hear in the audio. So what I found in watching, I've been watching subtitles for like 5-6 years now. What I found in the subtitles is you'll hear stuff that is critical to the scene that you can't hear. Like you can't hear it at all. because of the way that it's mixed, but it's critical to the scene. It's like reading rap lyrics. You remember how we used to get the rap CD and some of the CDs had like the words, some of them didn't. And you thought you knew the song and you looked at the words, you go, well, God's this dude is spitting. That's how subtitles are. Huh? All right, that's not funny. That's two for Jason, but I'm gonna get your knees too.
Oh no, actually I have to get x-rays on my knees next week.
What'd you do to your knees?
He said the doctor got his knees.
What'd you do to your knees? What's up? What's that about?
We'll talk about that off air.
Wow, that could either be really good or really bad. I'm hoping that, you know what, we'll talk about it off air.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you can
right now.
Hey man, you got to brace yourself before you do all that movement. Shrinking,
Gravity
Foundation, dude. If you like Dune, Dominic, did you watch Foundation?
No, I need to.
If you like Dune, Foundation is like Dune.
I watched the first episode of that.
And then they had Invasion too. I watched all of those.
Yeah, it's sci-fi related.
Yeah. Keep in mind, I watch while I'm working. Like, I be, But anyhow. But yeah, no, I'm give Apple TV a chance there. Okay, last thing, because we about at time, right? When y'all gonna see Deadpool?
I'm thinking about going this weekend, but also I want to go to the range, so there's that.
I started to say something that was going to be arrested. You put the two together. Yeah. Why don't y'all like meet in the middle? There's a whole lot of I was about to say something else, we get in trouble. There's a whole lot of towns that have ranges in between y'all. People that like to shoot, you know what I mean?
I'm actually probably going to see it on whenever it hits the stream. So
I feel you.
Anyway, it comes out tonight, doesn't it?
No.
Thursday night.
Comes out Thursday night. Yeah, I've been looking for a midnight. I've been looking for a Wednesday show, and I can't find it anywhere in Houston. It's making me upset. But Thursday at probably about 5:45. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna hit the stream. Hit the good old Fire Stick.
I'll make sure to text you guys all of the spoilers.
You better not.
Hey man, hey. When you hear that text message come through, don't open it. It's all delete. By the way, go ahead and turn them notifications off right now, because I'll be texting. No, I'm not gonna do that. But I'm excited. I'm very excited. I might text you just to see if you read the text message and not put any spoilers in there, because there's that.
I know, Steve. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, you are.
I just hope it's not a flop.
I hope not either. Well, no, it's supposed to be a major refresh of the MCU, so it can't be a flop.
Yeah,
MCU hasn't come out with anything in a little bit.
Because a few episodes back in Fear the Hive, I was kind of I was telling Stephen about how depressed I am, that because remember, for a while MCU was putting out like almost 2 movies a quarter,
right?
Yeah,
and they've quiet in their camp.
Yeah, they've scaled that back dramatically.
Well, expectations were too high, and you can't have 2 good movies a quarter every quarter.
Well, you can't give me crack and then take it away from me. I'm having withdrawal. Okay. Yeah, exactly.
Being a boss.
Hey, Joe Rogan, you got any of them? You got some rocks?
You had any more of them movies? Hey, I heard. Did you hear the rumor? RDJ coming back?
That's been floating around for a good while. A lot of people say that he'll be playing. So like Robert Downey Jr. playing Tony Stark, they're synonymous. They're the same person. Like honestly, but so if he does come back, he won't be the same Tony Stark that we've been with for the MCU. And honestly, it probably won't be like a episodic thing. It'd be like, because you can't just put him back there.
Here's the recent rumor coming from the Marvel thing that they had Sunday. that he's going to come back as a version of Tony Stark that ends up being Dr. Doom.
Yes. Now you know what? To see Tony Stark as a villain.
Yes, Jason. Yes. That's the look that I've had for the last 48 hours thinking about this. Going,
I'm okay with that.
I'm not okay with that.
I'm okay with
Why
that.
not?
Because let's face it, Tony Stark actually started the whole thing.
You're right.
He started the whole thing.
Exactly. Which is why this is good.
On a good note. Why bring it back and mess up that?
Honestly, they never should have killed him off. Let's put it that way.
No, but the storyline could allow for it though.
As the villain?
Why not? He's so charismatic.
Yeah.
Can you imagine
he's gonna be hilarious?
Oh my God, he's
gonna be hilarious.
Dr. Doom. Oh, come on.
That's gonna mess a lot of people up.
Well, because here's the other thing. Who else can you like? Kang? They didn't. Jonathan Majors portrayed him well.
Replaced him? Who replaced him? Because they say they replaced him on Sunday. I never got the alert.
Right now, they're working on getting them back.
Well, I think
they said they had chosen someone, but they were supposed to.
It may not be one person. It could be a group of people.
Yeah.
No, there was a good petition going around actually from a lot of fans saying that they want him back as Kang the Conqueror. To the point that it actually reached Disney executives.
I mean, I do too, because it's like, hey guys, you guys can't do this. Like, you can't give me one character and then something happens and it turns out to be false, and then you don't get him back. You finish with the character. Finish with that person, please. Don't give me somebody else. Because what happened?
I think they learned a lesson from Johnny Depp, but that's not
right.
I mean, okay, so if Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness could have a variant that was so bad that they had to kill him, then Tony Stark could have a variant that was so bad that he's a villain as well.
Well, nobody else is as smart as Tony Stark, truly, like that. Like, the only other people was like, T'Challa, Zuri.
What's the dude from the Fantastic Four? So he's Reed Richards.
Oh yeah, Reed Richards. Yes.
So, if they wanted to make Stark a villain, I feel like that's something that they should have tested out first in What If.
You're right. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right about that.
First. But to come out with a whole movie or switching the whole.
Well, we're talking 4 years down the road, though, right?
Yeah. Marvel has no idea. For all intents and purposes, they have no idea what they're doing right now. They're just trying to do something.
They got to, because people are not entertained anymore.
Yeah. Well, the story's not as cohesive as it used to be,
right?
And to me, that's the issue. And then also when you start doing what you did and having such a cohesive story, we try to make sense out of every movie after that, and we're like, all right, where does this fit in? Where does this fit in? Without just now, if you just said, in the beginning of the movie, this is Earth, 848 or 897, or let us know that it's a different universe. Okay, fine, I'll accept it for what it is.
Well, I think what you're describing is what they're going to introduce prominently in Deadpool, right? Because they've introduced that. They've introduced that in small quantities in the other movies, right?
In Loki, in Loki.
Yeah, in Loki, you got the other Spider-Man, like you got Doctor Strange, these different versions of the universe, Spider-Man into the multiverse, or Spider-Verse. Yeah. And so they've done it in bits, but it hasn't been, except for Spider-Man, it hadn't been like the focal point of the movie. I think it's going to be the focal point of the Deadpool movie. Matter of fact, I'm positive that it's going to be, because Loki ends up in the TVA. So,
so
what are we in phase 5?
Huh?
Are we in phase 5 now?
I don't know. It's one of those stupid
phase 6. Because if you go to Disney's homepage, it pretty much tells you what's going to happen next, or who.
Yeah.
Clear. I mean, you can see literally it's telling you what's going to happen next.
Yeah. So we're phase 5. Yeah. So we're talking phase 6 type stuff.
So what I'm interested in seeing is somehow reintroducing Peter Parker, or Tom Holland's Peter Parker, because remember, everybody had their memory of him erased. So basically, he's gonna have to reintroduce himself into, like, they know of Spider-Man, but they don't know who's behind the mask anymore.
Yeah, they just the cover art, or the initial cover art for the next Spider-Man and the next Shang-Chi was released Sunday too.
Ooh, Shang-Chi. Yes, that's good.
Yeah, it's like Shang-Chi the screw up of time or something like that. I don't know. It was there. I saw it on one of my many Twitter feeds. It was pretty dope. So
hey, before we get off tonight, I want to make you guys feel really old.
No, thank you. I decline. I already feel really old. My knees.
You guys remember this?
Wow. Did that say HTC?
The HTC Flyer.
Why do you still have that?
Because it was my favorite honestly, this is my favorite tablet ever.
Is that the one you got from work?
Yes. This is my favorite.
That's why I started laughing right away.
Ever. Like, dude.
And we're going to jail.
No, I bought this. I bought this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought.
Oh, I was about to say the statute of limitations is up, ain't it?
Yeah, that too, but I bought this one.
Has it been that long?
No, it actually hasn't. But I mean, hey, it's been 10 years at least. It's been, let's see, 10, 15 years almost.
It's 10 years.
It's been almost 15 years.
I found my old HTC Evo the other day.
Oh, look, I'm getting ready to start a cell phone collection. I'm gonna get all the phones I've ever owned and just have them on display. But I also need them to work too, because I just want to be able to turn them on and reminisce. But yeah, this is my case for it too. It looks like it's 10 years old.
Bro, it looks like a old Bible.
It does.
That thing no
actually. I was about to say it's had better days.
Amazon, brother, get you a new one.
Please. They probably $3.
No, I just got to get a charger for it.
What is it? Does it take regular USB?
No, it's a proprietary charger.
Even worse.
I say you're all electric. You can't just put it on top of the Tesla and the chargers for it.
If only.
Just throw it in the Tesla, it'll charge by osmosis.
Isn't the whole thing a charge pad?
Oh my god, that's funny. Oh no,
oh my
god. Okay.
How much dust did you blow off of that thing? I'm sorry.
Yo, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, yo, how long it take that thing to boot up? 8 minutes or something, man?
You go heat up a hot pocket and come back.
Yo, if you turn that thing on, you're gonna get a call from HCC like, what are you doing? Your life is in danger. Please turn it off.
Sir, what did you just turn on? No.
That's what ended CrowdStrike right there, was that tablet.
That's what it is. That we turned it on Thursday night and we ain't in the same sense. He tried to connect to the internet and Microsoft went down.
My bad, guys.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, hey, Jason, have you ever you've seen Silicon Valley, right?
Who?
Silicon Valley? Silicon Valley on HBO. Yes. You're missing out.
Yes, you are. Jason don't watch a lot of TV. We'll give him a pass. But I think that's right down your alley.
It will be the most hilarious trip you'll ever take in your life. Absolute madness. Please put that on your list.
I'm adding it right now.
High on the list. High. Well, okay, and keep in mind, there's like 6 seasons. So you don't have to be that high. The episodes are like, 27 minutes.
Yeah.
So you can go through a season pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But comedy. Great comedy. Oh my God.
Yeah, it'll keep you laughing.
Seriously?
Yes.
My daughter wants to say hi, and we're not doing
like
children.
Like you'll be falling out of your chair laughing. That's how funny it is.
Yes, and you'll be falling out of your chair laughing every time you watch it. I've watched the episode. I watched it 3 times. Yep. The entire thing 3 times,
and it's still funny. because the reason why I thought about it was I was like, yeah, imagine me putting this flyer like on a keyboard and it just do something like, oh,
Oh shoot! Actually, cast it to the living room TV.
Nice.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. That's what you want. It's what you want. Anyhow, all right. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank
you for watching.
You guys have been great.
Make sure to like and subscribe.
If you guys like the new look that we have here, I'm still toying with it, but definitely want you guys' opinion.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Definitely.
Yeah, I got to.
And comment.
Yeah, hit us in the comments. We promise we will reply.
Yeah. So, well, we will see you guys. Oh, wait. We got the Olympics coming up this week, and Snoop Dogg is going to be carrying the Olympic flame, and LeBron James is one of the flag bearers. So be sure to watch that.
Yeah,
it'll be on. Subscribe to Peacock, $5.99, so you can watch all the events. I know I'm going to. We will definitely see you guys in the next one. Later,
guys.